Hi, welcome to Battlefront UK. I'm Gareth, this is Seb, and we're going to be today doing the unboxing of the new D-Day Hobby League gaming kit.
Yes, indeed. First thing I've noticed, normally we send out quite a lot of these packs because we do want to support the community, which is for us one of the most important things, is that instead of just one box, it's 2 boxes now. So, which means a lot of kit for our stores. As you can see, the lowest box is basically just six of these card packs. So you'll be getting a lot of card packs, and the top box, this is where all the goodies are.
Yeah, this is where all the main content is.
If Gareth can quickly show us, because he knows a lot more about it than I do.
So in here you've got a 12-page full colour pamphlet. This gives you all the rules and information you need to set up your own hobby league. We'll go into more detail a little bit in the future.
I'll slide it over to you. So yeah, it's a very cool booklet with all the information, but we'll go into this a little bit later.
You also get a cool poster for you to stick up in your wall wherever you're holding your events, where your players who are taking part, they put in their name. There's a handy little tracker for their painting progress and any achievements. But again, we'll dive into more detail on that later on. And then we have the rewards. So obviously players are going to come in over the course of a 3-month period to take part in the Hobby League. And what we want to do is we want to reward them for their progress when collecting and painting their armies.
Yes.
And also taking part in the game as well. So one of the first things you'll see, which we've already shown, is the awesome card pack. So what we have here is a nice durable plastic card pack with our iconic artwork with the tigers attacking some 88s. Flips open nicely for you to fit all your cards in there. So rather than having to take all your cards to a store and not having anywhere really safe to put them, you get this handy box, put your cards in there that are relevant for your game that you're playing, and pop them in your hobby bag.
You can't get these anywhere else, can you?
No, these are exclusive into this D-Day kit.
That is a cool gift. Yeah. That is a cool gift.
We also then have some status tokens. So these status tokens here are the ones you would normally see, so pinned down, bogged, bailed, dug in. These are, again, exclusive to this kit, and again, for the reward on the progress through the Hobby League.
Let me just get them out to see, so people can quickly... Well, I think the camera's a bit too far away to actually pick them up, but there are nice tokens. Take my word from it.
The great thing is with the Hobby League kit, there's 10 of the boxes, there's 10 of the tokens, so it's a 10-player kit. So it isn't that any player is going to feel left out if they don't achieve theirs as quick as everyone else's. Everyone will get a chance. If they get all their army painted, everyone will receive the card box. Everyone will receive a set of the tokens. So no one's left out for taking part in it.
And it's actually good for new players who never played and want to play the experienced players.
Yeah.
So they don't feel left out or the threshold is too big for them.
The idea is to bring new players into the community, so us experienced players can help the guys in their journey, either giving them some great painting tips of how to get their armies on the table quickly, but also the complexities of the rules through assaults and also the missions, because missions are sometimes one of the stumbling blocks for new players of how to play a game of Flames of War.
Yes, speaking as myself as a relatively new player, it is a lot at one point.
It is
a lot.
Yeah. So what also we get in there, we get these very, very cool objective tokens. Now, in the box, there's only 2 of these. Okay, so these are the ultra cool exclusive items that you can only win if you place in the top 2 at the end of the tournament, and when we come to it in the end of October. Okay, so these are the I must win these if you're that sort of competitive player.
There's always one.
There's always one or 2.
Or 2. Hopefully 2.
Hopefully 2. Yeah.
They are really nice though. Really nice artwork.
Yep.
That's a cool
so a lot of it's everything you see on our box sets and our books, and they're just really nice to have on the tabletop. So it's a clear objective marker for in the missions when you're playing. What else do we get? So we've got these battle plan cards. I'll need to show them up there. There's 10 of these again. So one of the first sets of achievements is your battle plan cards. And what these battle plan cards allow you to do is you choose your plan. So there's 3 types. So you have a prepared attack, you have a hasty attack, and you have defend. And on there, The opponent then chooses a plan that they're going to use against you. So it gives nice fluid games, not the same style of battles that you're going to face all the time. So you can mix up and match up your games as you play through it. And funnily enough, they fit perfectly in the card box as well.
That's a terrifying coincidence.
I know,
Terrifying coincidence.
And then the final bits and pieces that we have in the set is we have these things called tactical edge cards. Okay, so I mentioned achievements. So we all know that players like to turn up to events, but what we want to do is encourage people to turn up to events all the time. So, for example, if the player turns up on your Hobby League gaming night, they receive 1 achievement point. If they then take part in a game, they'll receive another one. Now, this is one for the experienced players. So for myself, you don't have an army yet. So I lend you an army for the night, and I show you how to play. I will gain an achievement point for that.
Oh, profiteering off my back.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So once I receive 5 achievement points, I then get to choose a tactical edge card. Again, there's enough tactical edge cards in there that every single player, there's 4 types, so a player can only get 1 of each of the tactical edge cards. And again, there's enough cards in the box that every single player will receive a complete set of the 4 cards throughout the course of the league.
Again, nice artwork on the back.
Yeah, great artwork. So the Germans defending the beach and the Americans landing troops attacking through, and the cards in the game basically are give you an effect during the course of the game, and they're always a discard card. So it's a 1-use card during the course of the game, and it might just give you that extra advantage just to win the game.
Edge,
yeah, just to beat your opponent. So again, loads of those in there.
That's very good.
So that's the contents of the box. There's a load of stuff in there for you if you're running a gaming club or you're in a store. You've got everything you need in there to support your gamers that are taking part. But some of you might be thinking, I've never run a league before, I don't know how to do it, I don't know how to build a community. So what we've done is, in the pamphlet, we've basically given you loads of tips and advice on how to actually start your league and how to structure your gaming nights.
Okay. That's quite cool. Let's quickly open it up. I see here you have this very neat Hobby League timeline. So basically this will be for if you're a shop or a club.
Yep.
This will show you how you want to preferably structure.
Exactly, yeah. So we started with the version 4 launch in June with the release of Hit the Beach and Fury. Great 2 starting box sets. And then July sees the start of the Hobby League kit. So they're starting to ship out now. And in that first period, what you're really encouraging your players to do is to start and collect a 50-point army, which is nice and manageable. So for a lot of people, this will be their first sets, and you'll be looking at maybe tank forces. Oh, yeah. Tanks is a very quick and easy way to get 50 points on the table. Then through August, we then look at hitting D-Day and the D-Day Beach terrain pack, which will be coming out. And then in September, we have the German D-Day book, one I'm really, really looking forward to. And that basically brings some more lists into the fray, so adding on to the Fortress Europe release that we had earlier in June. And this is actually going to culminate in October with our partners on Tabletop.
Yes.
And we're going to be running a global campaign.
That looks very cool. And it ends off with a 100-point tournament.
Yeah, 100 points. So 100 points is roughly where we see most Flames War games played. Yeah. You can play larger if you want to, but 100 points is a good-sized game to fit in an evening, roughly 2.5 hours, and it gives you a nice, good, balanced force. Whether you're going to go heavy infantry, whether you're going to go down the Panther route, or like yourself, you've gone down Tigers and Ferdinand. You can actually get all the bits and pieces in your army. So from artillery through to air support.
The next page I see is the Hobby League. So I assume this is more of an information on how do I want to organize my Hobby League, what do I need to do it, and
yeah. Basically, what we've done, we've kind of picked it out and given you the good starting steps of what you need to start. So first of all, we say pick a league night, make it a regular night, so people know when they're coming into your store, what night. If you're a gaming club, you probably only have one gaming night a week, so it will be that night. Yes. And then it's running the league. How do you want to run the league? You can run it as casual, so you can just play games and mix people up. You can have purely dedicated hobby nights. So if you've got some really experienced painters or guys who know the rules inside and out, you could have a night that's dedicated to teaching people how to paint. Some people find painting infantry a real challenge. So there's a guy there he can teach them how to paint infantry. And then you can have tournament nights, and then also maybe do a one-day event where you focus the end of a month of activity into a one-day event where everyone comes into the store or your club, and you have a big focal point on the night.
A bit like our big D-Day landing map we had, just one event.
Yeah,
try and think of
So,
each.
example, the open day, we had that big 24-foot table. Everyone came down, really enjoyed themselves.
I see here Step 3 is promoting the hobby. I think, Gareth, you quickly said it in the beginning that you get check marks for everything you paint.
Yeah, so your reward points throughout the course of the league are based around the painting of your models. So your first 50 points, you'll tick off, and you'll get some of your battle plan cards. When you get to 75 points, you then get your exclusive tokens. When you've completed your entire army, that's when you get your cool card box. You know, you can complete this as quick as you want. You know, if you're a fast painter and you really pick your stuff up, you might get everything painted in the first month, and then everyone's looking at you in envy as you've got all your cool Gucci kit. And it actually then helps motivate everyone else to actually get on track and help people else, you know, get their models painted.
What I personally think this is good for, if our customers would hang the poster in the stores, and let's say I'm a new player and I don't know anyone, I can quickly see, oh, player A has roughly the same size force as me. I could ask a store guy, oh, do you know this guy? And I might schedule a game with him.
Yeah, that's correct.
Lowers the threshold to play
Yeah,
games.
so, you know, you're not always relying on just turning up and hoping you might get a game.
True.
You can actually, you know, speak to the store manager or the club manager and just say, oh, you know, could you get in contact with so-and-so and actually arrange a game for the next night.
True. And get a beer after, preferably.
Yeah, always good.
What else is it? Step 4, during the game nights.
So gaming nights, it talks about making sure that you've got your table set up with scenery and gives you some advice. Gives you advice on the size of the tables. You know, with a 50-point game, you can scale down the size to fit your area of play. It then gives you suggestions on how to do rankings and Swiss tournaments if you're going to run a league, to run off on a tournament at the end.
Yes.
And then also some on-the-night promotional activity that you can do. This really is a really helpful tool for the organiser, because sometimes for the organiser it can be hard, and what we're trying to do is give them as many tools as we possibly can to make it fun and enjoyable for them, that keeps the campaign really rocking.
What I see in here as well is on-the-night promotion. This is something I do recommend to stores and clubs, is take as many pictures as you can and post it on your social media and post it on our social media.
Yep.
So people know, oh, this store is a store I can go to play a good game.
Yeah, we really want to see what you guys are painting,
Yes.
how your games are working, and then on the front page we basically put our 2 big points where we would like you to feed your pictures and imageries through. So Instagram, and that's at Battlefront Miniatures with hashtag Hobby League, and then on Facebook, facebook.com Battlefront Miniatures. Post your pictures up on there, post all your imagery up on there, and you'll also see the activity that we're doing ourselves in the UK office, also in New Zealand, outside in the US as well. If you're following, the Big Four is been going rapid progress on Instagram.
Very rapid.
And I'm following that. Victor's tanks are, I'm jealous. I wish I could paint that good.
Well, you always have time.
Yep.
But we do watch every single picture that gets posted, and I know here at the office some people are very jealous of the progress some players are making and the painting of some players.
Yeah.
We will not say names because we don't want to make anyone envious. And of course the army deals and the starter sets are in there. And we've got a handy little guide at the back saying, well, out now is obviously Fortress Europe, but I would assume everyone would notice. Colours of War, handy painting guide.
Yep.
If you, like me, don't really know which colours you need to paint, just checking Colours of War with our new partner, Vallejo. Am I saying that right, Vallejo?
Vallejo, yeah, that's correct.
There we go.
Yeah.
And the upcoming D-Day book. So at the moment we're currently releasing D-Day Americans, which
Yep.
is going very well for us.
Plus, we've got all the associated products out through that. So,
Yes.
you know, the Salt Company, which I know Chris has been rapidly painting up.
And keeps going on about as well.
Yeah, yeah. My Panzer Grenadiers will have their day against them. So, and then, like I said earlier on, I'm looking forward to September when I get the D-Day German book. And then you've got what's coming out in April and February of next year.
I'm looking forward to the Waffen SS. Said no one ever in weird context, but I'm looking forward to that book.
Yeah, I
and then
think
the
it's really
British,
popular.
I think.
I think the British are going to be, again, a really, really popular book. I'm looking forward to seeing the variant list we can have in that as well.
True. And then at the back, it's just a quick gloss over of what the contents are in the kit. So you get 10 battle plan cards, 4 objective sets, 1 tactical edge card, 10 card unit boxes, 10 token set, and 1 Hobby League poster. Obviously, you can give out these prizes the way you want it. It's very important that you make it your own event and you have fun with it and you see what works in your store.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, on there, you know, we've said, you know, suggested 50, 75, 100 points, but there's, you know, checkmark boxes on the poster, you know, so if you wanted to change it because you guys may not be running as fast or painting as quick, you know, you could do checkpoints that say 25, 30 or, you know, 65, but then obviously finishing on 100. You know, you can pace it to how you want to, how it fits and works in your store or your gaming club.
Yeah, I think this is a lot of kit. I would recommend, if you're watching this video, that you check it out. If you're a distributor or store, you can always contact your representative, your account manager. If you're a club, you can always contact customer service.
Yep, contact customer service, and that'll come directly through to myself or Freddie, and we'll point you in the right direction to get hold of your gaming kit and then answer any questions you have in regard to the Hobby League.
Yes, I do think this is an amazing kit for stores to promote the hobby, and it's always fun to have other people you can play with and interact with. Yeah,
exactly. I think, you know, it's taken off really well in the UK office. You're going to see the progress shots up on the Flames of War website every Thursday, so you can just see how that's tracking and how that's going along.
Okay, cool. I think that basically covers our D-Day Open kit. I hope we've given everyone as much info as they would need, and possibly more info that they would need.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the boxing. There's going to be more coming out soon. If you've got any particular ones that you'd like to see that maybe we haven't covered, or some older product that you'd like to see us unbox, drop us a message, and, you know, we'll see about doing some more unboxing.
Okay, thank you very much for watching. I'm Seb.
I'm Gareth.
There we go, and enjoy your day.